Okay, so we've got a mini Countryman in today, full of water. I don't believe we're doing a 28-point check. We're just going to dry it out for the customer. So just to quickly do the in video, going around, everything looks okay. Can't see anything what sticks out like a sore thumb. So everything's looking good. Right, okay, and we've got some roof up there as well. Okay, so show me whereabouts it's wet then. Let's... So,
it's dry now. So this is what's making me think that it's actually alright.
I'll get you. They've got very thick underlay under them,
Yeah.
so obviously until we look underneath, obviously we won't know.
I've looked down the hut. There's a hole here where the grommet was, and I can see the water sloshing about in the bottom.
I'll get you. So it's more than likely to be passenger front, passenger rear. What about driver's side? Anything?
Absolutely fine.
So it's just the passenger
Yeah.
side. What was the? Was it this they've realigned?
Yeah, it said it was getting a bit. It looked a bit white or something, a little bit perished. I'm not quite sure.
I'll get you.
I think it might have been there. I don't know.
Possible. Yeah, it looks like they've just slid the rubber around because that's the join there.
Yes.
The join's normally down the bottom.
Down the bottom, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
No,
yeah.
that's
So
okay.
it's just like taking it off, I think, and
Okay.
shifting it around.
Any water in the boot or anything like that?
No.
No. So that's
Completely
good.
dry.
So it's only the passenger
It's
side.
only and there was a little bit in the back, but I don't know whether it's like sloshing through or what.
More than
I don't
likely,
know.
what they do is they have like a little trough. It
trough,
runs down the
yeah.
trough and then it goes into
Yeah.
the back. So it kind of misses underneath the seat, but goes to the back and the front, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So obviously you've got sunroof as well
I've checked the vents as well. The vents, I've put some water down it, and it's actually
the
coming
drains.
The drains.
Yeah, yep.
Sorry, yeah.
That's all good.
Yeah,
that's not a problem.
I've checked them. I've checked as much as I've on your videos and stuff. I've done a little bit, but you know, it's like one of them.
I'll get you.
I've followed the stuff online and that he was saying about these.
It's had a new window screen as well.
Yeah, that's probably.
That does, because they said a new window screen, it means these have been off previously.
Yes.
They have they're notorious for not putting them on properly, or they break the clip.
Right.
So that could be one of your problems.
Right.
We
he
do
said
know.
He was going to have a look at them as well.
Yeah, I'll get you. So are we doing a 28-point check, or are we just obviously drying it out, sort of thing?
Just drying it out.
Just drying it out.
And maybe change these.
All right, I'll get you. Okay, so it's be changing them to, obviously drains been checked. So obviously these do have a couple of points which leak. You have door membranes which leak as well.
Right.
Tailgate rubber normally leaks, but you haven't got no water in the back. Sunroof drains normally get blocked. They can cause trouble, but obviously they're running clear.
The grommet for them, it comes out the bottom there, doesn't it? Underneath.
Yes, about under here it
there,
comes
yeah.
out. Yeah, that's it. It runs down the A pillar inside and then runs out of here.
Runs out. So I did make up a little thing and squirted a load of water down it, and it just comes straight out on both sides. So
I'll get you. That's all
I did
good.
have a little check.
That's no problem. Okay, so we've got a mini Countryman in today, 2013. So we're just going to show you what we found so far. A couple of points to make. On the front screen, we can see that it's been changed before because it doesn't have a mini logo. So this has been changed. To change this screen, they have to take these A pillars off. The only thing is if we can see there, we can see how loose that is compared to the top. So I believe water is coming in through the clip down the bottom. So we are going to advise to do both of these A pillars. If I just show you on the driver's side's a lot better. So me pulling that, it doesn't move nowhere near as much as the passenger side. If we just open the passenger door, it hasn't had a 28-point check. We're only doing the common bits where it's forming. This rubber here, I believe, has been put on the wrong way. This join is possibly got to go down here, but I believe the join goes to about here. Not only that, if I just pull down on this rubber, we can see how loose the rubber is. You can see water behind the rubber as well. So what it does is it goes inside the rubber, It will then work its way down using the rubber as a slide. And then if we lift up the bottom here, so we can see the water coming out the bottom of the rubber, and you can see there's loads of water built up in there. So what that would do is once it builds up in there, it will then start running off, and it'll start running down, obviously, past the electrics and under the carpet. If I just lift up the front carpet. Okay, so this is the underlay. We can see that it's soaking wet here. And there we go, so we can see how much water's actually underneath that carpet in the underlay. We've put 3 nights over dry on this. The reason being is because it's very, very wet. And not only that, we have polystyrene inside of the underlay as well, so it is a really big pain to dry. There we go, you can see the polystyrene in there. We can see the wiring loom, obviously submerged in the water. So there we go, so that's everything we believe, and it's in the front and the back, so we'd get that all nice and dry. The only thing is we don't want to dry it all out and then they have the problem again, so I'm just going to show you where the water's coming in. Okay, so I've got the hose set up so it's concentrating on that near side front. So if we just quickly jump inside the car without getting wet. Right, okay, so we've got our light here. So what we're going to notice is if we come down the bottom here, okay, so we can see this drop of water here just starting to obviously come down. Okay, so that's obviously what's causing the problem. So if we would have dried it out, this rubber would have just caused water to come back in the car again. So there we go, so that's everything we've found so far. Okay, quick video on the Mini Countryman. So we've now removed the passenger seat, we've got the carpet up, so it's currently just letting all the water obviously run out. We're then going to suck it out with a wet vac, and then obviously we're going to put our super drying machine in there. So if I just give this a bit of a push so we can see how wet that sponge is. This sponge has polystyrene in it, as I mentioned before. If we just quickly grab this, so you can see there's a lot of water built up in that carpet and in the back area as well. So we've got a puddle of water in here, also down here, and there's water in here as well. Obviously it's going to keep on dripping down because obviously the gravity is just going to let it fall out of the sponge. So there's that one there. Just a quickly note on this door rubber, if we close the door doesn't actually close how it should be, and it will be the door rubber down there, so it's not actually sitting in its right place, so it's causing the door to push itself out. So obviously we're going to take that off and reposition that to the right place it should be. We've also took the A-pillars off, so the covers. So these are the little holes. These are the waterproof gaskets which go around them. Unfortunately this one was missing, and if you can see down here, this is one of the clips which has been broke. It's still got its waterproof washer on it, but the problem is there's a hole going straight through the middle of it, so that can obviously cause a leak as well. Coming around to this side as well, so we've got these little holes again. This clip was broken as well, and it was missing one of its gaskets on the clips. Down here we've got the A-pillars. So we've got this one here, which was the driver's side, so we can see that that clip's been snapped, so that's not obviously going to make a good seal. And on this one here, obviously the clip what's missing is still in the A-pillar, and this one here is obviously it's missing its gasket. So there we go. So we can start obviously doing what we've got to do. But just obviously a quick update. Okay, just a quick another little clip which I forgot to add on. I don't know, obviously, if you know if the screen's been replaced since you've owned it, but what it might be worth doing is finding out who fitted the screen. The reason why I say that is because obviously the leak has been caused by obviously the fitment of the A-pillars. So you never know, they might be able to recover some of the costs for you. But obviously that's just a little bit of a helping tip there. Okay, just a quick video. So we've now cleaned up the A-pillars. We've put our copper grease, so that creates a nice seal. I've put new clips on the A-pillars as well. So passenger side as well. We took the rubber off and cleaned up, obviously, where it sits. And obviously all of the carpet's still up, but it is still a little bit wet in there. So as you can see. And the A-pillars obviously had all the new clips, so they've all got their gaskets on, which is a good sign, so we can put them back on the car. Okay, so we have the end video on the Mini Countryman. So the A-pillars have been done and the door seal on the passenger side has been resealed. It was a bit hard getting the shape because obviously it had been twisted up before. But it's all bonded back on there nicely. No signs of any leaks when I was giving it a courtesy wash. So there we go. So it's all dry, ready for collection, ready for the real world test. Because obviously cars flex when you take them out. So there we go, ready for collection.